Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I just still cannot believe what I witnessed on SmackDown. Did we really just see shit kick Nakamurphy beating Randy Orton? Just a month ago, this fucking Japanese maniac does a fucking kamikaze on John Cena, almost fucking breaking his goddamn neck. Doesn't get any flack for it. I heard some rumors that McMahon was furious. That probably wasn't true. What is McMahon doing? Well, why is this guy Nakamurphy, this guy who was rubbing his nose on the abdomen of Jinder Mahal, this guy who doesn't really have any physique to speak of. Speaking of speaking, he doesn't even speak English. And this guy, not only is he dangerous in the ring, doesn't speak English. I mean, he's not really marketable in any way. He just beat two of the top guys clean. I mean, these are the guys they've been on top for decades now. These are guys that, despite what anybody says, worked hard to achieve their spots. If you take a look at the careers of John Cena and Randy Orton, these are guys that got themselves over. They worked hard. They've been through a lot. I mean, I was even just thinking about it after I watched this. I was thinking about Orton's career. All those matches with The Undertaker, everything he had been through in his entire career. I was like, and then thinking about the hardcore match with Cactus Jack or Mick Foley, whoever it was. And I'm just like, this guy has been through a lot in his career, and he deserved whatever he got. I mean, man, I was like, these guys have had, big, healthy careers. And the fact that this guy comes along, and, you think that there's other guys that weren't allowed to go over Cena and Orton clean. Like for example, you had guys like Sheamus, for example. They when he won his belt over John Cena, they made it was like a fluke, like Cena might have just fell into the table. I mean, remember how much they used to protect these guys, and rightfully so. I mean, they were big stars. But now it's like they're just handing out clean wins on SmackDown. Hey, you want to beat Orton? Yeah, hey, you want to beat Cena? I'm like, the thing is, it's like, do they really think that this guy is going to last? People that like Nakamurphy, that are really genuinely into these guys, are the Smarks. They love him because, well, he wrestled in Japan. And I've talked about this a number of times. Whether it's the Bullet Club, whether it's Nakamurphy, whether it's Hideo Itami, is that guy even wrestling anymore? What happened to Kenta? I mean, it doesn't matter. If you've wrestled in Japan, you have already stamped your card for being one of the greatest of all time. Now, back in the day, that didn't mean shit. Take a look at Taka Michinoku. Take a look at Kai and Tai. Take a look at anybody else. That didn't fucking matter at all. If you wrestled in Japan, good for you. You're in the States now, motherfucker. You're in the WWE. That's what matters now. Everything you did in the past, that doesn't fucking matter anymore. Because now you're in the big leagues, pal. Oh, Japan, it's wrestling is huge in Japan. It's considered to be like an actual sport, even though it's still fake, but they stiff each other. It doesn't matter what they do over there. Like I said, if you like Japanese wrestling, if that's your thing, then go watch it. It's on the Access Network, whoever the fuck it is, right? Go watch it. I mean, that's a separate promotion. They do business differently there. Why are we doing business that way here now in the WWE? What is wrong with McMahon? What happened? What happened to you, McMahon? It's about sports entertainment. Fuck all that other bullshit. Fuck the Smarks. Remember that attitude? It was what was best for business. If it meant developing a character, it didn't matter how great or renowned you were on the indie scene. If you couldn't prove yourself in front of a WWE crowd and get yourself over, you are not getting into the main event. You had to prove yourself in every single facet, in every single way. If you didn't have a good character, if you didn't have the look, if you didn't have the physique, and all these things made sense because you were in front of the camera. Just like if you're a movie star or a musician, you got to have a certain look. People are not going to go for you if you look like some schmuck that, from Starbucks. Some shit, it's not going to work. I mean, come on. I mean, if you look like the guy serving me my coffee at Starbucks, which I don't go to, by the way, because I think Starbucks fucking sucks. It's the absolute worst coffee on the planet. Then, it's not working for me. I'm sorry, but when a guy comes before me looking like Sami Zayn, it's just not acceptable to me. Or somebody, that's fat like Kevin Owens. It doesn't matter how good his verbiage was on SmackDown. I still look at the guy and can't take him fully seriously as a genuine WWE superstar. In the same vein as a Shawn Michaels or a Stone Cold Steve Austin or a Rock. Now, but when we're talking about Shit Cake Nakamurphy, and we look at this guy, and the fact that he does these retarded faces, I mean, that's enough. Rubbing your nose on the abdomen of another man, that's enough. The fact that you work strong style, I mean, which never really made sense to me. You're going to hit a guy as hard as you can. The whole point of wrestling is that it's not real. It's just a fun form of entertainment, where no one's, really getting, like, very hurt. It's all in the vein of telling a story and developing characters. It's like a movie, pretty much. In a movie, people are not hitting each other as hard as they can. It's a choreographed fight. It's a means of entertainment. What the fuck is the point of hitting somebody as hard as you can or tossing them as fucking hard as you can, like in the case with John Cena almost breaking somebody's neck because, oh, wow, this guy's working strong style. He's stiffing him. How awesome. Now, I'll admit, when someone hits somebody hard, I'm like, oh, man, and that adds to the entertainment, I guess. But really, when you think about it, how fucking dangerous it is, it's fucking stupid. Especially because if you want to be tough like that and you really want to, stiff people and give real hard shots, then join up with an MMA promotion or join the UFC. Why are you being an asshole and trying to hit these guys as hard as you fucking can, risking their life and their health? The thing is, every night, because UFC, usually these fights are placed months and months after a fight happens. You don't see Conor McGregor wrestling every single night. Thing is, you got to pace yourselves here. This is a different form of entertainment. I mean, still, even though it's fake and choreographed, it's it's tiring. There's wear and tear on bodies. Like I said, just because one move doesn't wear down your neck, repeatedly falling down your back and stuff, it wears down your limbs. It wears down your bones. It wears down your muscles. It wears down your body. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to every single night go out there and try to kick the other guy as hard as you fucking can. And you damn well know that if Nakamurphy went into the UFC, he'd get his fucking ass handed to him, all right? He'd get his fucking ass kicked. That's because he wouldn't be good enough. Because it's one thing to stiff people. Oh, I'm hitting you extra hard in professional wrestling. But it's a whole nother thing entirely to fucking go into the actual MMA where people do that for a living. So what he is he's a fake fighter that's pretending to be an MMA fighter. But he's a fake MMA fighter as well. Huh? I mean, it's because it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. I mean, you've got this guy just hitting people as hard as he fucking can, and it makes him out to be a bit of an asshole. But there's a lot of assholes like that out in the Indies, and there's a lot of assholes like that in Japan. But it's encouraged. So if you want to do that shit, go to fucking Japan. What is he doing here in the States? What the fuck does he have to prove here in the States? It's a different style. It's not compatible here in the U.S. This is, and why is McMahon sitting around like, oh, I like it? Like, why is he approving this? Why is this okay? You see, like, what I'm saying on Raw with John Cena and Roman Reigns. That is U.S. wrestling. That is how it's supposed to be. I was very happy with that direction they were taking. You know, that should be wrestling. That's what a wrestler looks like. You look at Braun Strowman. That's what a wrestler looks like. You're like, you wouldn't see that guy in your everyday life. I mean, that's like somebody that, like, well, if you did see it in your everyday life, like if you're walking down the street, you see somebody tall, like, I know I've done it before, like walking with friends or family. If I see someone who's tall and looks like monstrous, I'm like, whoa, look at that fucking dude. Have you ever said that to people? That guy should be a wrestler. That guy should be a basketball player. I mean, that guy's big. Like, exactly. Exactly. You wouldn't say that about the fucking person serving your coffee at Starbucks. Hey, man, thanks for the latte. You know, you'd make a really great WWE superstar. You're just not going to do that. You're just not going to say that to the person because it doesn't make any sense. But when you see the big dude, you know, you're probably too scared to talk to him. But you might be like, well, that guy, you know, he looks like he's somebody. And that's exactly the point I'm trying to make here. Does Nakamurphy look like a somebody? No. Does Braun Strowman look like a somebody? You better believe he fucking does. I mean, that guy stands out. That guy in a crowd totally stands out. And you're like, whoa, that dude's big. He's huge. He deserves to be there. Nakamurphy, not so much. I mean, the thing is, though, it's not just so much him being there. I cannot believe that. It was, like, stunning to me when they had Fuckboy Balor going over Roman Reigns. But it was even more shocking to me that Nakamurphy beat these two established guys clean. And just like with one move, too. Just beating him with the fucking kick. I just, like, I didn't even know, like, what the fuck to say to this. Like, McMahon thinks this is okay. McMahon's a fan of this. He thinks, like, this is the best way to go with the company. Like, this is who you want to make your champion. Look at your current champion, Jinder Mahal. You're booking that guy to be a chicken shit heel. He's got the body of a fucking Greek god. He looks like a star. He's got the faces to match. When he's standing there with the belt, he looks like a true champion. And then you're having him he can't even get a win on his own. He's got to have those two goofy guys, and they're just small guys, right? You know, like, look how long it took 3 people to beat Randy Orton. Took 3 people and the great excuse me, and the great Khali. So it took 4 people to beat Orton at Battleground. But it only took one chick cake Nakamurphy to fucking beat Orton. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking joking here. I mean, how the hell how do you put that math equation together? Get my abacus out. Get my fucking calculator out. Get me a pen and pencil. Carry the 1. I don't fucking get it. I mean, no fucking equation, no algorithm could fucking, you know, make any sense. I mean, what? I mean, you've also had times like with John Cena, where, like, I remember where you had, like, The Miz and him in an I Quit match. The Miz is hitting him with everything he's got, and he still won't say he quits. But then, you know, Nakamurphy comes along with one big stiff kick and beats him. And I'm just like, I don't get it. It doesn't add up. So you're telling me that this guy, who has way less charisma than The Miz, you're telling me that this guy who doesn't have a body like Jinder, you're telling me that this guy is the big star who's deserving of beating 2 top athletes, 2 big stars, like Randy Orton and John Cena? John Cena, the guy who's hosting the ESPYs, the guy that is, like, hosting his own reality show that has nothing to do with WWE, that this guy can't even be a full-timer like he probably wants because everybody wants this guy, and he's taking all these different opportunities because he looks so much like a star, because he's got this great body, because he's got this great marketable look. He looks like a fucking movie star. And you're telling me that Nakamurphy could believably beat this guy? I don't know, motherfuckers. I don't know. Anyway, guys. This company's fucked. It really is. This has been your YWC champ. Signing out.